The health department says COVID-19 restrictions could ease by Christmas time. That is, if the downtrend in cases continues. Over 11,000 more people across the country contract COVID-19, around 16% of which recently tested for the virus. The National Police describes the COC filing as generally peaceful, where nearly 100 aspirants filed for presidency. Some parts of the country are expected to experience rains over the weekend as Pag-asa monitors 2 weather disturbances. And Rappler's Maria Ressa continues to receive congratulatory messages for being the first Filipino to win a Nobel Peace Prize. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Charles Lejano. Pag-asa is monitoring 2 weather disturbances inside the Philippine Area of Responsibility. Let's get the latest on this from weather forecaster Ezra Bulkirin, who is joining us on the line. Good evening, Ezra. Can you tell us about the latest location of Tropical Storm Maring and of Tropical Depression Nando?
Magandang gabi sa inyo, Charles, at sa lahat ng nakikinig. Si Tropical Storm Maring, huling namataan po yan kaninang alas 4 sa layo na 745 kilometers east ng Katarman, Northern Samar. Samantala, si Nando po ay nasa layo na 895 kilometers east ng Central Luzon. So, kung ikukumpara po, medyo malapit na po sila sa isa't isa. Itong si Tropical Storm Maring and Tropical Depression Nando.
Alright, Ezra, since you mentioned na medyo magkalapit na sila, meron bang chance na these 2 weather disturbances might possibly merge with each other?
Yes, most likely yung etong si Nando, posible mag-weaken into a low pressure area na kung saan pag low pressure area na po siya, sasama or sasanib na siya dun sa kay Maring, kay Tropical Storm Maring, na kung saan posible mag-intensify pa ito within the next 36 hours into a severe tropical storm.
Okay, so Ezra, which areas are currently affected and should we expect landfall at least in the next few days?
As of now, yung mga pag-ulan po na in-expect natin and then yung nakaranas na ng mga pag-ulan, bali moderate to heavy rains yung dyan sa may Western Visayas, Occidental Mindoro, Palawan, Kalayaan, Kalamyan, and Cuyo Islands. And then light to moderate with at times heavy rains naman po yung nararanasan dyan sa may Bicol region, Caraga, Oriental Mindoro, and the rest of Visayas. In the coming days, magiging maganda naman po yung magiging panahon dyan once na sumama na po itong si Tropical Depression Nando kay Maring. So, yung magiging threat, yung lugar kung saan makakaranas ng malakas na mga pag-ulan at hangin naman in the coming days ay yung dyan sa may Northern Luzon. So, yung Northern Luzon, sila po yung posibleng taasan ng tropical cyclone wind signals, possibly yung highest signal natin ay signal number 2 ng possible highest hoist signal.
Okay, so maliban dito sa pagsanib ni Maring tsaka ni Nando, are there any other active weather disturbances that we should be aware of, whether it's the habagat or localized thunderstorms?
Inside and bukod sa dito sa dalawang tropical cyclones, outside par, wala na po tayong iba pang sama ng panahon na nakikita. Pero yung southwesterlies or yung southwest monsoon, posibleng magdala rin ng mga light to moderate with at times heavy na mga pag-ulan, especially sa western section ng Luzon and Visayas. Yun po yung makaranas ng light to moderate at times heavy na mga pag-ulan.
And so mukhang magiging maulan nga over the next few days. Thank you for your time, Ezra. That was Pag-asa weather forecaster Elza Bulkirin. In other news, the health department is hoping for a continued downtrend in COVID-19 cases in Metro Manila. In today's Laging Handa briefing, Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergere said that the NCR may see just around 1,100 COVID-19 cases by mid-November. Should this trend continue, residents may be able to experience less restrictions in time for the Christmas season. Sir Harry added that the IATF is already looking into the possibility of allowing children to go out during Christmas. The DOH reported over 11,000 new COVID-19 cases today, bringing the caseload to 2.65 million. The positivity rate, meanwhile, dropped to 16.3%.
Kung magtutuloy-tuloy po yan at may pagpapatuloy po natin ang pagkontrol nitong transmission ng sakit na ito, sana po tayo po ay lahat ay nag-hope that by Christmas time, magkakaroon po tayo na mas maluwag na classification and restriction sa ating mga kababayan.
Merck's antiviral pills are changing the game for COVID-19 treatment. How do these work? And are these safe and effective? Let's find out from Bloomberg's Quick Take.
This little red pill is molnupiravir, Merck's new antiviral pill. The experimental medication has been shown to reduce the risk of hospitalization or death by about half. That's according to one late-stage study of adults with mild to moderate cases. It's the promise of a drug that's easy to get and take at home that has people excited.
You can potentially have it at home, which is the thing. If you can keep people out of hospital, particularly when they are infectious, because they're infected, but you can give them something that reduces their risks by at least half. Even in those high-risk groups, it's still, thankfully, under 20% of people end up in hospital. But if you can halve that, well and good. Still means 7 out of every 100 people at risk who get infected end up in hospital.
So how does it work? By inhibiting the replication of SARS-CoV-2 through lethal mutagenesis, which is a mechanism that reproduces the virus's genetic material to make mistakes.
This is all about catching people when they have an infection and they don't have that overwhelming immune response. So you have to catch them before that point. So that testing and identification of people is really critical. And then you have to have a way of catching the people that don't respond to that medication.
A 5-day course of molnupiravir will cost $700 per patient, according to media reports. Are there side effects? Interim analysis found no increase in adverse events. Only 1.3% of participants taking molnupiravir quit the therapy due to an adverse event, compared to 3.4% in the placebo group. Still, molnupiravir will need to be assessed in a much larger group of patients to properly determine its safety. Merck plans to make 10 million treatment courses by the end of this year, with more doses slated for 2022. Finally, it won't replace vaccinations, which remains the most effective shield against COVID.
The Philippine National Police reports a generally peaceful filing of certificates of candidacy, or COCs, over the past week. PNP Chief Guillermo Eleazar said they did not receive any reports of significant incidents that would have marred the 8-day filing. Eleazar attributed the orderly filing to the preparations made by the police force and other law enforcement agencies ahead of the activity. The filing of COCs for national posts was held at an outdoor tent, Sofitel Plaza, in Pasay City, from October 1 to 8.
I would like to congratulate and extend my sincerest appreciation to the dedication and display of maximum tolerance of our men on the ground to make sure that we achieve our goal, and that is to make this electoral process peaceful and orderly.
During the 8-day period, up to 97 presidential aspirants and 29 vice presidential aspirants filed their COCs for the upcoming polls. At least 176, meanwhile, filed their COCs for senator, and 270 party list representatives filed their CONAs. As for local positions, around 2,900 filed for mayoral seats, over 2,500 for vice mayor, and more than 23,500 for the Sangguniang Panlungsod. Journalist Maria Ressa is the first Filipino to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Ressa shares this year's Nobel Prize with Russian journalist Dmitry Muratov. Both journalists were awarded the prestigious recognition for, quote, their courageous fight for freedom of expression, according to the Norwegian Nobel Committee. In an interview, Ressa said journalism has never been as important as it is today.
We need to continue doing accountability journalism. We needed to continue the focus, potential corruption investigations.
In a statement, presidential aspirant and Senator Ping Lacson said that more than prestige, the award comes with the responsibility to uphold the freedom of expression. Vice presidential aspirant and Senator Kiko Pangilinan also lauded Ressa, saying that it shows that Filipinos are truly world-class. Pangilinan added that Ressa has made journalism synonymous with courage, especially during a time when social media is being weaponized. And as for detained Senator Laila de Lima, who is also a re-electionist, Ressa's recognition provides hope that truth and justice will prevail. The National Commission for Culture and the Arts is set to present an animated mini-series featuring Filipino core values, starring a cat. Laila Pangilinan with the story.
Kids and cat lovers alike would surely fall for General Tuna, a new animated series from the National Commission for Culture and the Arts that is sure to delight while teaching Filipino values and culture to young audiences. General Tuna is an original Filipino animation project commissioned by the NCCA for the Filipino Values Program, an initiative that seeks to uphold, instill, and promote Filipino values to a new generation of Filipinos in an untraditional and exciting way.
I think yun yung isang magandang approach when we use the medium of the art, no, in trying to ayoko na magsabihing to teach, no, but I think to share and to revisit our values.
A 2-year research on Filipino values was conducted nationwide through focus group discussions and yielded into the top 20 Filipino values. 7 of these Filipino core values were incorporated in each episode of the animated series. These values were selected to give more emphasis on the values that Filipinos possess during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yung 7 values ay yung pinaka-relevant sa panahon ngayon. At tama nga yun, yung mga napili, yung family, halimbawa, pakikipagkapwa, resilience, health and wellness, yun, nilagay namin talaga doon, faith, no? Kasi ito talaga yung matingkad. Bukod doon, dahil itong mga 7 values, ito yung talagang parang core values ng Filipino. Umiikot tayo dito.
In the series, General Tuna is the renowned hero of Planet Mingming and is tasked to visit planet Earth and observe the Earthlings in preparation for their planned invasion. Unfortunately, a spaceship mishap sends him crashing instead to the Philippines. A group of human beings called Pamilya nurses General Tuna back to health. The cat hero from Planet Mingming then uses this opportunity to immerse himself in the family and community as part of his mission to create a plan to invade the planet. But why, of all characters, a cat?
Our main style peg that got everybody on the same page was this YouTube video of a cat talking about his day and how miserable he is with humans. So that was all we needed, just the diary of a grumpy cat.
The initial animated miniseries by the NCCA was created by Rocket Sheep Studio. Aside from undergoing the usual process, the NCCA believes that with proper guidance, Rocket Sheep can deliver the Filipino values-injected entertainment that is also aligned to the vision of the agency.
I think unique to the project is really the guidance that is given not only by the Office of the Deputy Executive Director, but by the whole of the NCCA's management.
The NCCA partnered with the Film Development Council of the Philippines and Kumu to bring General Tuna to online audiences throughout the globe. Subtitles were also added for non-Filipino speakers to enjoy the series. The young and young at heart can watch the 3-minute episode at the FTCP channel and Kumu starting October 15, 2021 at 7 p.m. For News 5, Laila Pangilinan. We are One News.
For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star and Business World online. Do visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. And you can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.